Talk to me about location too. Was that a hard shoot?
Yeah, I mean the hardest element was just we had long days and we had a lot to cram into each and every day from the minute we got there to the minute we had to wrap. It was all shot around the Phoenix area, but all the desert stuff was in the Superstition Mountains
Mm.
at this ranch yeah, about 30 minutes from downtown Phoenix, southeast of Mesa. And some of it was definitely it was very physically demanding to shoot for sure for the cast and crew.
The concept of the story, I mean, you're the writer. Where did the idea come from?
Well, I grew up in the 90s and, well, 80s and 90s. I mean, in the 1997, when the Phoenix Lights happened, I was in high school. And, it was a strange event where thousands of people saw these strange lights going across the sky. And we had a close family friend who witnessed them. And through the years, I met other people who had seen them, and everyone who had seen them described it as something unlike anything they'd ever seen. Like, it didn't look like aircraft lights. Just what they saw, like the videos that exist from 1987, don't do the lights themselves any justice. Um, so that would always sort of stuck with me, and I've always been interested in space and exploration. I mean, I grew up in the 80s in the Carl Sagan and Voyager era when the universe was starting to come into focus, and um, I'm a bit of a space nerd, and growing up in Arizona, I also love the Earth. I mean, I love Arizona and the landscape here, and I really wanted to write a story set in the landscape out here. But also my work on the business of recovery, this documentary I directed about 10 years ago
Mhm.
that delved into how we treat addictions in the US. And I met a lot of individuals that were struggling with substance abuse and alcohol abuse. And, some of them unfortunately died during filming because for their own substance abuse or alcohol related instances that would happen, and some after the filming was done. Just and it always haunted me, the stories that what I learned about addiction, about trauma, and about really the struggle that goes on in our country every day. And that influenced my writing when I started developing this story, and why I ended up having two characters that were sort of dealing with a shared trauma.
Yeah. Yeah, Kat really does a great job in explaining that through her character. People find each other because of their trauma.
Yeah, well, her and her brother in the story, they both dealt with their trauma in different ways. I mean, they were really two sides of the same coin. And, Taylor, the brother, deals with it through substance abuse, and she deals with it through this obsession with these lights.
And the way your camera captured it, I mean, it's a bit of a new noir. Also, I mean, I love the way that you use shadow. I love the way that you, talk about this event without showing us this event. You know what I'm saying? It's so beautifully done, um, and it leaves the audience, I think, to ponder and question a lot, and that's what a film should do.
I agree. I mean, that was always important for me, is to I think as a storyteller, we have the opportunity to sort of dive into the human experience and the mysteries of it. And this story, for me, I wanted people to come away with a conversation about the human experience and human connection. And I think, I mean, that's what I set out to do with it. And I think it goes there really well.
I think the audience will find this just an amazing experience, and again, we don't see films like this coming around too much. I mean, we see a lot of, big special effects and all of that, but this is about being a human being and discovering yourself.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, as an independent filmmaker, I mean, as much as I had restrictions on, how much time I had to shoot, or what I could do. I didn't have the same restrictions on like the subject matter as much, because it was private, independently produced. So I didn't have a studio. I mean, it was nice to be able to do that. I know that's not always the situation, but I had flexibility as an artist, I guess you could say.
Yeah. What are you working on next, Adam?
I hope to do another feature. Just got to find money. You know how it goes. But trying to get my next feature off the ground. I mean, that's really my goal. Now that I finally got this one made.
Are you staying in this genre?
What you mean is in sci-fi?
Yeah, kind of.
I think Not I mean, yes and no. I think that character-driven stories always interest me, and I think, I mean, the project I want to do next has, I certainly certain things that you may find similar, but I'm up for another science fiction, or it could be something different. We'll see, or it could be high tension.